Harley Davidson Livewire, Harley Davidson's electric motorcycle. I got my hands on it, I get to test ride it, I have a lot of opinions, but wait, if you guys are new, my name is Monkey Flop, and this is Fan Freaking. We post a lot of motorcycle content over here and other stuff, so if you guys are interested, please consider subscribing with those bell notifications turned on. And of course, if you guys like this video, if you dig it, hit that like button, it helps out tremendously, and drop some comments or questions. Have you rode the Livewire? Let me know in those comments down below. But before we discuss, because I have a lot of opinions on this, before we discuss it, let's go ahead and take a look around the bike. I'll be right back with that video footage. Alright, now that you've seen the bike, let's go ahead and hop on and discuss it a little bit further. The first thing I want to note is it starts up just like a Harley Davidson. You press the buttons, minus the clutch, and you get kind of a different result though. The dashboard will come up, lights will turn on, and you have to wait for the lights on the side panels to turn off and the speedometer to know that you're good to go. Once that happens, you're not going to hear any sound. The throttle is just ready to go. And a quick note, there is no revving on this motorcycle unless you want to do a backflip. I mean, you do you. But as we discuss the pros and cons a little bit further, I wanted to keep this footage in. I thought it was Now, if you notice, there is no clutch, there is no shifting on this motorcycle. And when I first got on, I reached for the clutch and I thought that was going to be a hard time to adjust to, but because it doesn't shift at all and it just goes, you don't really feel the need to shift. And I never thought once after I got on the motorcycle and started riding about shifting gears, just because the response was just amazing, and I completely forgot about it, to be completely honest with you. The power and the torque, the horsepower and the torque is where it's at with this motorcycle. Holy cow, it is insane. I could definitely see myself getting in a lot of trouble with this motorcycle. Now, would I personally own it? Probably not. $30,000 for a toy that I know I'm probably going to get in trouble with. This would be an awesome commuter bike if you're commuting back and forth and you're not heavy on the throttle. But with a bike like this and so much power and so much torque, I can't help myself, to be completely honest with you. But all in all, great bike. A couple of complaints is not the fact that it doesn't have a clutch and it doesn't have a shifter at all, because that didn't bother me. What bothers me is the 100-mile range you get out of a full charge. And it says that you get a 100-mile range out of a full charge, but of course if you're going heavy on the throttle, you're probably not going to get that much. So that's another thing that I consider in my head, you know, when it comes to the Livewire. The guy said you could get up to 150 miles on a full charge, but that's really taking it easy. And also keep in mind that a full charge takes a full charge takes about 8 hours if you charge it at home with an adapter. If you charge it with the Harley's Livewire charging station, it probably doesn't take too long. But if you want to just charge it at home and you don't have access to a charging station, then 8 hours is where it's at, and you only get a 100-mile range out of it. All in all, definitely love this bike. I would definitely rent this bike. I probably would never own a bike like this, just because there's better options out there as far as like you know, power and torque and just a fun factor without having to, you know, be limited with the amount of miles that you want to ride. Anyways, that's my thoughts and opinions. Let me know your guys' in those comments down below. If you guys have rode
it was
the
crazy.
Livewire, let me know your guys' experience in those comments down below. Thank you again for watching this video. Please consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next video. You guys are freaking awesome.
You want to ride the road thing special?
Yeah. Could we do highway?